Hello my friends, welcome back to Symphony of the Night. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you're doing well. Let's get started here. Break these giant torches. So, apologies, by the way, for the sound of my voice in the previous episode. It sounded very unusual listening to it back. I was really sick when I was recording it, and didn't realise, due to sort of slight side effects of medication and feeling a little bit woozy and opiated, that I sounded as unusual as I did sound. So, yeah, a little bit strange, a little bit bunged up sounding, but feeling much better today. Hopefully going to play a little better as well, considering, or maybe not, a Salem witch. Which is very strange. Oh, they're pretty tough. Very strange that an enemy would be called Salem witch. I mean, this isn't Salem, it's Romania. But, obviously, Castlevania is known for having, sort of covering tropes of a lot of classic horror things, such as mummies, Frankensteins, wolfmen, hunchbacks, Grim Reapers, and Dracula himself. All in the same coexisting fictional universe. So, I guess it's not that unusual. However, I'm from the north of England. I live in the north of England, so for me it would be better if they were Lancaster witches. The original weird witch trials. Before the Salem witch trials. So, yeah. Ah! Fucking flames. What's this? Demon card. A relic, I presume. Summons Devil Familiar. Very nice. Don't see myself using it, but, you know, it's nice to have it. Oh god, these blood gremlins. I didn't realise they were gremlins. They appear to be gremlins who, well, you know, they aren't mogwai, are they? They've definitely been fed after midnight. Oh my goodness! Bloody bastards. Is this, oh yeah, I remember this. This is another area beneath. Oh no, it's not, it's a warp room. I'm talking absolute shit. So, very useful to have a warp room there. All the same. And now we have to go back and kill more of these fucking gremlins. Alright, buddy. God! Piss off! To quote Ron Weasley. More Salem witches. Tremendous. Stunlock. 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 No. Couldn't stunlock. Homing projectiles aren't too hard to avoid. But, you know, it is me, so... Please eat some shiitake mushrooms. Please eat some shit. Okay. Left or right? Left. Ooh, stuff. Karma coin. Karma, chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. Loving would be easy if the colours were like my dreams. Red, gold and green. Red, gold and green. Catacombs. This is the area that we want to be in. This is also an area with some particularly frustrating enemies. Ooh. Thank you. A thoroughfare save room, meaning we can go through to the other side. This is the area that we want to be in because we need to be getting that spike breaker armour. There is a particularly nasty boss in this area, and some enemies who can frankly head the fuck out. Bloodstone. What does it do? Improves blood healing ability. Probably better than the secret boots. Okay. Guess we'll save it here, so when I inevitably get killed, we don't have to go and get that again. Not that that's much of a chore to do, but, you know, it'll become one, considering that I'll probably be dying over and over. Oh god. Where skeleton? What the fuck? I don't really see what's werewolf-like about that. It has a serpentine neck. It sort of reminds me of like an old Ray Harryhausen monster or something with the weird... Oh yeah, I remember this. Bone Ark. It's like the Ark of the Covenant from Raiders, but with skeletons instead of Nazis, and instead of the Ark itself, it's like the way they run off. It's like one of those bone pillars. The classic Castlevania enemy bone pillars. Oh my crikey. Die, die, die. Don't have... Yeah, so these gremlins aren't a problem apart from the fact that they turn the entire area they're in into this huge flaming minefield. And for people like me, that can be a problem. Right. So, I guess we'll go to the right. See what's down here first. As you can see, it's a very confusing area because of the fact that... I'm going to take that. Because of the fact that there are these rooms that have 2 levels, but you can't access both levels from where you are, if you see what I'm saying. I'm actually going to know. I'm going to keep the crystal. It's sort of like a Linus blanket, you know. It makes me feel secure having that crystal. Ooh, a slime. Can I kill the slime? Apparently not. Large slime. Oh, well, you can kill them with special items, but not with a sword. That's strange. What the... Was that coming from... Did that come from the Bone Ark? That massive AoE attack? Very interesting. Okay. A lift. Let's stay at the bottom area of the room first. Try and keep a track of where... Oh no, okay, yeah, so I'm in this top area. I can't get below at this point. So I'm going to have to go this way, I think. Ah, now this is the area I was looking for. However, what I need to check here... I don't think I have what I want. What we need is... There's an item... which... allows you... to shoot sonic like sonar rays as the bat, and we need it to get through that room, which is a very difficult room to traverse. Then we will get the spike breaker armor. So I just need to remember where that is. I mean, where the room we were just in is, because I have no idea where the other room is. You know, the one that's like gives you the sonar item. It's probably, knowing my luck, in the complete opposite part of the castle to where we are, but we do at least have that... What the hell? Just die! Goodness. We do at least have that, nearly out of items here. One. Yeah, that's not good. I'm out of parts. Anyway, yes, we do at least have a warp room leading us back to roughly near this. So, if the worst comes to the worst and I have to like look off camera about where this is going to be, then it won't cause too much of a hiccup because we can get back here quite quickly. So we need to backtrack to the previous room and then get to... There's another area. Might as well explore everything here. Before we leave. If indeed we have to leave. Bottom left. Bloody gremlins. Get out of my face. Gets unlocked. Ow. Ooh. That's a very pretty looking room, isn't it? Look at that. Oh dear. Okay. Monster Vial 3. Monster Vial 3. Don't remember what they do. Strange. Hello. I'll have that. And I'll have that. Oh goodness. You look very nasty. Oh my god. Eh. Get out. Bloody Gravekeeper. The Naughty Hellfire Club. Oh god. It's like a mini boss. I can't remember this enemy at all. It looks really cool though. Ooh, there we go. It reminds me of the Llewellyn Knights from Dark Souls 2. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering about that enemy in Dark Souls 2 with the horse head, the Llewellyn Knight, it's pronounced Llewellyn, not Llewellyn. I know that many of you watching this may not live as close to Wales as I do, but double L sound is pronounced like cl, you know? Like, sort of like, imagine it's a TL sound rather than an LL sound. Like Llewellyn. Just to clear that up. Because it really annoys me, as you can probably tell. Oh god! Discus Lord. You, sir, are very nasty. And you can get chipped away at. Because I'm out of reach of your melee. Just gonna hit you in the knee over and over. That was a pretty cool dying animation. Somewhere... Oh, okay. So I can get further up in there by transforming into a bat. I'm going to carry on this way. Lossoff. That sounds like a Lovecraft thing. Lossoff. Shoggoth. Ah! Yep. Ah, these guys are actually not to be trifled with. I mean, you can't just keep spamming them like I do with basically every enemy. Where are... Okay, it's a new area. Although it looks the same as the previous area with the gremlins. What's this? $1. What fun. Any illusory walls? No. Is that just a dead end? That appears to be the edge of the area. You absolute titty biscuit. Thornweed. Didn't notice that there. Just chip away. Chippewa. Camp Chippewa. Do you want to just die, please? I mean, bloody hell. I had less trouble with the Discus Lord, who, in the hierarchy of this place, is almost definitely the gremlin's superior, let's face it. Unlikely that the gremlins are going to be ordering around the Discus Lords. I've switched to a DualShock 3, by the way. Okay, that's a boss. I haven't saved it in some time. I'm just going to explore some other areas of this place first, see if there's another save room knocking around. There is indeed. I'm pretty glad I did that. I learned from previous mistakes, just about. I mean, old dog, new tricks, etc., but I'm not that stupid. Just almost that stupid. What's this? Walk armor. Defense increases with map coverage. Okay, well I've uncovered quite a lot of the map, so it's giving me a lot of defense. And it's only going to get better. That's pretty badass. I don't remember that item. I mean, I've 100%ed this game many times. I've basically got every item, but like I say, there's only so much room in my headspace for things to be stored. And so, basically, when I play a different game in this vague kind of style with like intricacies of exploration and equipment, then Symphony of the Night gets gets removed in favour of other things. For example, souls. I haven't played this. Do you want to go away? Okay. I really don't have any hearts, but I can't be asked farming any, so we'll just try this as it is. I can't remember which boss this... Oh, is this the Drifloon thing? Granfaloon. This is actually one of the hardest bosses in the game for me. It's a giant balloon made of corpses, and yeah, I'm probably going to need a lot of hearts to do this because it has these sections, and you have to break off the sections and expose the core. It keeps dropping corpses. There's basically no end to them, and you have to expose the core. You can't actually hurt the Granfaloon. There's one piece down, right? In the middle is this core thing. You actually can't damage the Granfaloon without hitting the core. And so, really, you just need to be high up, shooting items down, which is where things like the crystal come in very useful. But I mean, these guys are only doing 1 damage, but as you can see, they're brute forcing me. So this may either just take a long time, or I'm just going to fail to do it entirely. Either way, it's not ideal. And the further that you get underneath it, the more at risk you are of being damaged by these guys, because they can rain down on you from above. So I'm just trying to get the whole of this side off. And then, of course, we would be able to use the Form of Bat and Fireball combination to try and take this guy, but really, without any hearts, it's a problem. It really is, because the Fireball in Form of Bat expends so much MP that it's not going to be sustainable. Just hit the fucking thing, will you? Ah! See these naked corpses showing off their asses. And now they're backing me against the wall. I'm going to try and take this piece instead. Maybe get to the other side. If I can. Oh dear! It's raining men. Hallelujah! It's raining men. Amen. Recently, I was when I went on holiday, and I was coming back from my holiday, right? And I was in the airport waiting for my flight home, and I was really tired and like hungover, and I was eating a pizza in the airport lounge, and just facing me was like a TV hanging from. Oh dear, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's the problem. As the more of this thing you expose, the more at risk you are of things like that giant laser beam of doom. I can get to the middle part now anyway. Yeah, 32 damage, and I need to be avoiding that. It's worth being hit by the naked corpses to avoid that laser beam. So anyway, yeah, I was in this airport lounge, right? And facing me was this TV hanging from the ceiling showing music videos. And the channel, it was a European channel, because I was in, well, I was actually in Portugal. And they were showing a very strange selection of music videos. And they showed the video for It's Raining Men, you know, like, oh god, what is it called? The ladies who did that song. Very, very happy, cheesy video of like very low budget. But anyway, I don't particularly have any problem with that song, but they played this video. I was there for about 45 minutes, sat at a table, and they played this video 3 times. It was like every other song was It's Raining Men. Like, has it only just charted there or something? because it was a very strange thing. Okay, we got this guy. Wasn't too bad. Give me that life. Life max. Come on. Ah. Thank you very much. Anything else in this room that we need? I've exposed it all for my OCD. What's in here? More stuff. Should I go back and save it just in case? That isn't the boss I was thinking of for this area. Also, I don't know why I said that was one of the most difficult bosses in the game. I just remember that one causing me problems before, but apparently not. What's this? Mormagill. Sounds good. Black Sword, Strong versus Holy. It's an improvement. Nice. That's pretty sweet. So, is that an optional boss? Because I remember the boss of this area, the one I mentioned before, I don't think is an option. Maybe it is an optional boss, actually. Oh, no, it's not, is it? Because you need to... Well, we need to traverse that dark place where we need the sonar item, but... I don't know. I just don't know. Frankly. God, you... Come on, I just defeated a giant ball of rotting corpses with a laser beam in the middle of it. Cut me some slack. Okay, now you can traverse that room without the item that I'm talking about. However, it's probably going to be in my interests to go and get it. So, there are only a few places on the map that we haven't actually traversed yet, and now that we have a warp room available, we can easily get around to them. So I might as well just do that in this episode, and then next time we should be free to finish this castle. Nice and smoothly. So I'll head back that way. Ooh, 3 shots. 3 for. 3 for madness. Lossoff. That's a really cool name for an enemy. You, sir. Can... Oh, dear. It's like a yo-yo. Yo-yos are one of the few 1990s fads that weren't banned in my school. But I think if they had giant death blades on them, then it would have been a different story, probably. Chipping away. What's up here? Not been up here. Nice arrow there pointing out that illusory wall, just in case they wanted to, you know, make sure it wasn't a secret. What's this? Ice brand. That was an item that we could have bought, wasn't it, from the shopkeeper? I've got 2 of them. Ice Sword of Mim. So I think if that does ice damage, I mean statistically, yeah, I think it does. So statistically it's the same attack power as the Mormagill, but if it does ice damage then it will be... Ooh, Ballroom Mask. I like the idea of that. Kind of like Bowie in Labyrinth. Well, it drains intelligence to use, so we'll leave it. Keep the stone mask. But, again, nice to have it. Heart max. Excellent. Oh! You bastard. Yes, so that does appear to do some sort of ice damage. I don't think it's quite as effective as the ice beam in Metroid, but never mind. Like I mentioned in a previous episode, I actually just got off playing Metroid Zero Mission when I was on holiday. I had this really weird thing where there's certain traditions. When I go on holiday, there are like certain games I always play when I'm on holiday, like, you know, just sort of going back to when I was young and I used to basically, wherever I was, when my family took me on holiday, I would just go to wherever, be taken to amazing places and just not pay any attention to them because I was just playing my Game Boy or Game Boy Advance or DS or whatever it was. Mostly the original Game Boy when I was oh god, wrong button, when I was younger, but one of the games I always like to play when I'm on holiday is Metroid Zero Mission for GBA, and I mean you can get that for Wii U Virtual Console now as well, which is great because it means you can play it on the big screen. But I'm somewhat controversially of the opinion that Zero Mission is the best. Nice. How did I do that? Was that a quarter circle thing? I don't know how I just did that, but he had some special move. There are certain items that you can use, yeah, like Street Fighter moves to pull off. Like, I think that was a Shoryuken sort of move, like a forward, down, forward. Like a Dragon Punch motion. Anyway. Yeah, I'm controversially of the opinion that Zero Mission is the best Metroid game, even better than Super Metroid, and I know, and Metroid Prime, and I know that, I'm in the minority thinking that, but it's not something I can easily argue. It's rather than it being objectively the best in the series, it's just my favourite and the one that I find the most fun to play through. And I also think it, being such a huge fan of Metroidvania games, that it's an absolutely perfectly designed game. The way that you progress is intuitive, but does encourage a decent amount of exploration. Like, it always gives you sort of a guideline of where you should be going next, but it never really holds your hand, and it requires that you discover the secret passageways and things like that yourself. So it's really nice in that respect. And I know that objectively speaking, like, Metroid Prime is not only a better Metroid game, but one of the best games ever made, and a game that everyone should play. And, like, if you know anything about, like, holistic view of video games, you'll probably see it as being in the top 10 games ever made, and I completely agree with that. It's objectively an essential game that everyone should own and should have played to 100% completion at least once. I completely agree with that. Super Metroid, not only the best 2D Metroid game, but one of the best 2D side-scrolling games ever made, and really perfected the Metroidvania system and all that. Again, totally agree. But Zero Mission just has something about it. It's really, really fast the way it moves. Like, Samus, like, sprints around, and the graphics and sound design on it are so great. And it has, of course, extra content. Like, there's a whole extra section beyond Mother Brain at the end where you play as Zero Suit Samus, and you can get... Sorry, I'm just... work something out here. Okay, next one. And, there's a whole sort of stealth area where you don't have the power armor, and you have to get the Chozo suit, or whatever it is, the final suit that you have. And you fight Meta Ridley, and it's so brilliant. It really is so brilliant. And it's a game that I always love playing, like, just casually when I'm, like, away somewhere, when I'm, if I've got a business trip or, like, a long flight, or if a long car journey, although normally I'm the one that drives these days. Just for all those reasons, it's such a wonderful game, and you, sir, can shit off. Right, I'm going to fully explore this area right before Richter. And there is also a heart max up thing right before him as well, which we may as well grab now. Not going to fight him, but... so this is something. And... lovely. Lovely. Ooh, more stuff. Ghost card. What's the ghost card? It's a relic. Summons ghost familiar. Yes, so we have another familiar one there. Again, probably won't use it, but may do at some point. Can't rule it out. That has given me an enormous boost on my life, which is wonderful. Wonderful. Top here, nothing there. What's through here? Nothing. Can't get through with mist. Okay, so that's very nice. Very nice indeed. Just going to, of course, exposing all this map as well is going to increase the effectiveness of our armour, which is really good. So just trace the edges here. And this is Richter. But I don't want that item. Really annoying. It's the crucifix rather than... No, it's not the what? No, it is the crucifix. The one that you want is the classic Castlevania one that's like the spinning cross that you throw forwards. But that's not it. That's like a... The one that's like a AoE that absolutely rinses your hearts. And it's just not very useful. Frankfurter, pot roast, turkey, sirloin. Lots of delicious fresh meat hidden inside ancient stone statues. Platinum mail. Yeah, it's actually worse than the walk armor because we've exposed so much of the map now. Okay. So I'm getting to the end of the episode here, but I'll just expose a couple more of these bits of the map, and if we can't find the relic that I'm looking for, then I will remind myself off camera of where it's located, and then in the start of the next episode we will go and get that spike breaker armor. To quote Ron Weasley, piss off. And you. Oh god. Absolute twats. What? A bat fireball didn't even kill it. That is just frankly bullshit. Ah! Nice. Right, there's something up there. There's got to be, otherwise it wouldn't exist. So, we'll do this methodically. I hate you with every fibre of my being. Every iteration. Ah, could that be it? I think it is. No, don't hit me. Don't hit me. You absolute. Come down here right now. You fucking cunt. Every iteration of these flea men, apart from the like basic one, I just hate them, man. He really doesn't want me to get that relic. Fucking prick. I'm just going to have to chip away at him with fireballs. Get up there. Get up there. Fucking hell. Power of Mist. That's not it, is it? That's not even it. Oh, yay. Extends mist transform time. Yeah. Well, that's not even going to be useful. Right, so I'm just having a look on the map here. The top left is the area where we need the spike breaker armor. There is another one around there to the right. Somewhere at the top left in the Royal Chapel we've not been to. And oh, I remember. We haven't explored Olrox's quarters yet. Okay. Well, that's a good lead to follow in the next episode. I'll just quickly get us back to the nearest save room, and then we can finish. So it may be another episode before we can finish this castle, but hey, that means one more episode for your viewing pleasure. Yeah, that's way too slow. Alright, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do consider pressing like. That does really help me, helps get the video out there, etc, etc. I will see you next time for more Symphony of the Night. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.